On to try and make the top 16. If you don't know him, a Dutch FIFA pro. We saw him involved in the Eredivisie this year, the Dutch Football Virtual League, and we also saw him in Singapore. He's a very, very good, talented player.
Yeah, really, really top level player. And you're wondering, Tekkz, we've not seen him on stream yet, really. That's because he's just been going about his business. Finished 4-0 in Swiss, walked through his round of 32 and his round of, well, potential round of 16 match. We've got half of the quarterfinalists already confirmed. Those being Dubsy, Painter, Stokes, and Vinny. This is the 5th round of 16 match right now.
Vinny's had as well. We've got to talk about Vinny, the Brazilian player. He's taken out Rafsu. He's taken out Sakal. Big name European players. A huge, scores 2 wins on the bounce there for the South American. And we are going to be jumping into this 2-legged game, round of 16. We are onto the other side of the bracket now, where the likes of Kurt is involved as well. MS Dasari, too. Big games here. People could be matched up against each other into day 3. That's going to be huge matchups.
Yeah, 100%. And recently, with the other results going almost Levy's way, he's actually moved from 22nd up to 18th right now.
Wow.
He's 2 spots away from that 16th position. So this is a massive game for him. He's already faced F2Tekkz in a previous event, in a console final in Singapore. He lost 6-0. Tekkz even came out and said afterwards, that wasn't how the game should have gone. I rode my luck big time. Levy is a top player.
As he said, took him a few months to really get himself to a big event.
He made an impact when he did, though.
He did. He travelled all the way to Singapore and put on a really impressive 3 days of FIFA action. Made him way as well to Championship Sunday. As you said, lost to the hands of Tekkz. But he loves playing pretty football as well. I mentioned it just there on the couch. He loves playing proper football. He'll come forward now in the Brazilian kits. From right to left. Tekkz, of course, in his beloved Liverpool colours. All red. Back to goal. Deflection through.
Wow. That is... Just because he scored early, that doesn't mean much. But the way that that goal has gone in, massive slice of luck. You've got to think, someone of Tekkz's experience, that's not going to let him affect him. But to another player conceding that sort of goal, that throws you off straight away. That's game plan out of the window. I think it's taken 2 deflections on its way through. It's bounced off Van der Sar's boot.
I'm not too sure why he did not lock onto the save there. Originally, I was looking at the deflection on the way through, but still, it was just to the right of the keeper, and it even flicked off his boot on the way through. But you said it perfectly. When they played last time, Tekkz did ride his luck, and maybe Singapore's calling again. It's just a little bit of luck going the other way. 7 minutes in, 1-0 to bundled Levy. He played for Excelsior in the Eredivisie. As we said, just wanted to get himself on the international scale. And as you said, he's only 18th now in the Global Series records. I thought he was 22nd, but other results have moved that around. It's changed even more. Rafsu has gone out the competition as well right now. That changes things up even more so. Taz, he's out, but he was so close to picking up that 13th spot. He's still just waiting for confirmation of results to go a certain way for him. So he went out to Dax. We just saw Dax go out. Dubsy, what a tournament he's having. Yeah,
last year's ESWC winner in Paris. Last April, that was the tournament that let him move on to the playoffs last year. He's got into the playoffs this year through a number of tournaments that he's participated in alongside his weekend league points. And you know what? He's come in. He's proving why he is a champion in his own right. If he can make a final and be an absolute miracle for him.
Here's Levy again, off the post. Early signs of just what this man can do. I think it was on the couch, Mike LaBelle was saying as well, when you play against Tekkz, you just can't show him any respect.
You've got to take it to him. If you look at Tekkz's losses that he's suffered this year, 2 spring out, both by rogue players. Enrazek in Bucharest in January, he took the fight to him. He were 3-4 goals up pretty much throughout the game. He took it to him. Goal machine at an LQE in London. How did he beat him? He was just 3-4 goals up. He hit him hard, he hit him quick, and he got that lead and then just sat on it. Because Tekkz will score. That's the inevitable.
That's one thing we've learned this year, Richard. You never write off F2Tekkz. It could be 3-0 down, 4-0 down. He'll still find a way to bring it back over the 2 legs. He's done it all season long. multiple FUT Champions Cups to his name. He's on that name a few times alongside MS Dasari. Bit of an arch enemy.
It's just a rivalry, isn't it?
It's a
winning rivalry right there. It's because both the players want to be considered the best, want to be considered the best player of the year, the best player of all time potentially. So there is going to be that competition between both players.
It's been a running joke all year. The amount of points that Tekkz has got, it could literally be a world record for the first ever time we've seen the rankings brought into competitive FIFA. Over 12,000 to his name, alongside so much prize money as well. EPL, he's ticked that one off the list with Liverpool. Fortunately, the only one he really couldn't do well in was the Champions League.
They say couldn't do well. They were playing on the PlayStation.
I mean, well in his eyes. I mean, like a final.
He's very much an Xbox player, is Tekkz. And then you also look, he made it to the last stage before going to Madrid, losing to Nightwatch by a couple of goals.
Which, of course, he still did go out to that final. Huge Liverpool fan, I'm sure he really enjoyed the game. But it just would have been that extra bit special to be there as an Champions League finalist. Which he did actually play Nightwatch in the round of 32. Here he comes now, timed it yellow.
Tight.
Just put it wide.
I'll tell you what, this game started as I thought it would. Both players played each other before, so those nerves aren't there. They play each other in a big match as well, in a console final.
Pull into Messi. Watch Hullet make that overlapping run. It's Levy in possession now, the Dutchman. 1-0 up in this game. Could he be 2-0 up back to goal? Cristiano Ronaldo tried to play the one more into Neymar.
Yeah, I like the idea of that little back heel as well. He's very, very unpredictable in the attacking sense, is Levy. Don't see a lot. You don't see really a lot of flick-ups. You don't see a lot of la croquetas. It's very
That's one thing
simple,
I said. Yeah,
perfect.
He plays simple FIFA.
Yeah.
He plays simple FIFA, and that's one thing that can maybe let him down. I think he had a game against Dylan Mike.
Yeah.
And the issue was, Dylan was a lot of the time. Of course, Dylan is already at the FIFA E-World Cup Grand Final. But what was he doing to kind of get past him? He was using the crossing to work to his kind of strengths. He was crossing out, flicking up, playing to the back post. And Levy couldn't deal with it.
Yeah, because if you look at Levy's team, Alex Tellers over at left back, he will be an exploit that people are going to hit. If you're not playing 4 centre-backs across your back 4, you will be susceptible to Ronaldo at the back post, R9 at the back post, Mbappe, team of the season, team of the year, coming in, leaping up and scoring at you.
Nearly at half-time in the first leg, which Levy has nearly survived. Tekkz will get one more chance unless Rio Ferdinand could just wrestle around him. That's exactly what he can do.
Very calm as well, playing out from the back. No rush with Van der Sar, just backing himself. When you've been a player for this long as well, that you've competed across a number of different titles in FIFA, almost like the situation doesn't really faze you. I feel like when we saw him playing against each other in Singapore, he didn't look at the opponent. He didn't really read it. He just played his own game. It were 2 legs of FIFA.
As you can see, half-time in the matchup between the two. Words of wisdom from Coach Enzo.
Yeah, and one of the main reasons that Enzo has been almost brought on by Tekkz, when they were in Singapore, he was in the semi-final against Resende. Tekkz was playing against him, and Enzo was just in the crowd. He was just a spectator. And Tekkz said to him, what do I need to do? It was after the first leg had played, what do I need to do at half-time? How can I get back into this game? Because they were losing 1-0. Enzo said, I've been watching it. You need to set more first-time shots. He's not moving his goalkeeper quick enough. What happened in the first 30 minutes of the second leg? Tekkz were 3-0 up, 3 first-time finesse shots.
That's exactly what happened indeed, and we keep giving it a shout-out. That notepad that Enzo's got, we want to see what's written down inside it. Obviously, part of Roman Fanatic, being a coach for those guys for quite some time. The likes of Dami, Zimmer. See both on that roster, both in action. Obviously all over the global series. But it's great to see. You might have just seen there was a little mic attached to Enzo. We're going to try and hear into some of those words of wisdom and conversations that in between games, in between legs, What's being said to this fantastic play? Here's Tekkz. No! Oh, off the woodwork. Timed it
What
green.
a
This
good
attack
luck.
certainly isn't over yet. Ball rolls inside. Ronaldo on the flick up. It's off the post. And it's an own goal in the end.
What have I just seen? So
Tekkz doesn't know what's happened. We didn't know what happened either. Ramos
Ramos has had an absolute mare on the line.
He's always involved in some way, Ramos, isn't he?
It was a shot from Patrick Vieira on the edge of the box. First time hit with Vieira, something very rare you see. Timed it green. That's not a rare occurrence from Tekkz. Everything's green. And it just pinballed around the box. Lacroqueta inside, got a deflection.
I don't know what that finish was from Ronaldo for a second as well. It's like there was no conviction on it at all. I'm sure we'll see it on the replay. It's like Ramos sprinted as fast as he could. It's like his body was moving too quick for him, and then ended up it goes down pretty much as an own goal. Well then,
Both players had big slices of misfortune in this game so far.
Tekkz is probably thinking, you've had your little bit of luck. There's my little bit of luck back as well. As we go into the second half. Maybe that was something that Enzo said, take shots from distance. Maybe not with Vieira, but he had a go at Vieira and he hit the post. You have just joined. This is the first leg of this matchup. Round of 16 this is. If you win this, you jump up to 540 Global Series ranking points. 190 more points.
Which isn't that big of an impact for Tekkz.
Yeah, Tekkz doesn't need points.
Miles above everybody else on the leaderboard, but for Levy, that could be huge in his quest to get in a grand final spot.
Here's Tekkz again now, cuts back, Vieira into Mbappe, back to R9, all the time in the world with a finish, and for the first time, it wasn't timed. Now from this corner, Van der Sar's on his 6-yard box, it goes past him, he gets headed out for another corner, this time via Rio Ferdinand.
Yeah, just making sure, playing safe. Rio.
Into R9, does so well to flick that up towards the back post. Van Dijk was there on the rebound.
Straight in as well. Tekkz just is almost 2 steps ahead of everybody else. Other people there, they don't modify the way that they do the El Tornado or the Balassi flick or whatever it is they're doing the scoop up. Tekkz, he's seen that he's read the El Tornado inside, so what's he do? It just reverses the analog stick, does it the other way into the space.
And that could easily go off the pitch.
Yeah,
he's
100%.
done that. He's timed it so well, so perfectly. He's just about kept it in play. And it's nearly worked out for a goal for him. If it wasn't for some fantastic defending in the air from Ramos.
And it's just those small details that he's doing that other pros aren't.
As you say, all those tools that he's got to his game. From corners, the skills he can do. Remember the 4 elasticos he did into a finish back in Atlanta.
It looks like as well that he's playing 4-4-2 right now as well. The second variation.
It's not a nice touch at all from Neymar. Quite risky to play that back for Levy. Rafael Varane will deal with that. Well, it's happy to make an overlapping run on the right-hand side. Can he outpace Vieira? Yes, he can. Normally them two together in CDM, not in a running race down the wing. Mbappe. Back to Alex Telles, back to goal. This is Levy. Chance squandered again. Van Dijk. Into R9 now. Tekkz already with an E-World Cup final spot. Lovely ball over again. Ronaldo was trying to burst forward. Still square, still another 90 minutes to come. Ronaldo to Mbappe. This is Levy now. As we said, he's slowly climbing up the rankings himself. Go back a game, he was 22nd, now he's 18th.
That just shows the progression that players are having here at the playoffs. They're building through the leaderboard, building up the standings.
Here's Tekkz now, off the post on the rebound. No, R9 was nearly there. Literally out of nothing. Tekkz creating chances.
When you say Levy riding his luck right now.
You have to give him credit.
How
How
aggressive
calm
he
he
is
looks,
again.
though, as well. Levy's so calm.
It's a very, very competitive match right now.
You've got to think as well, Tekkz has been waiting for a challenge like this for some time. Or to compete again when it comes to competitive FIFA. It's been over a month. He's been used to tournaments every single weekend, qualifiers too. Ronaldo, accelerated fake, not 1 or 2, but 3. Inside now to Mbappe, back to Ronaldo! Timed it green. Timed it to perfection once again. And there's a rare smile on his face. He does go 2-up in this match.
Just so clinical. Right there, the 3 accelerated fake shots from the left wing, infield. Little 1-2. Just a simple 1-2 pass, and then instinctive. No thought process, nothing really overcomplicating it. As soon as it comes back into feet, I'm hitting it and I'm tying it green. The impressive thing about that goal is the short space in between the pass back and the pressing of the B button to be able to time it. Not a lot of people think about this. That pass is very short, right there. He's not got a long time to hold the shoot button down and time it green.
But
one thing that he just does so. People overlook how hard that is to do, though.
I think what was impressive as well, the way he was able to get Ronaldo out on that left-hand side of that kind of left cam area. I know he's not starting there. I know Neymar's out there, but
it's a
use that accelerated fake shot.
Yeah, with the 2 strikers up top, Mbappe and Neymar out wide. Ronaldo, the 2 Ronaldos up top.
Oh, Ronaldo's off again. Could it be 3-1? He's 1-on-1 against the keeper. Ball roll away from his man, so composed, and in the end, just snatched the shot. Just 3 minutes away from getting into the half-time interval. In between the 2 legs, Tekkz able to be in front, just about 2-1, unless Levy's got another idea. Ronaldo, back to Hullet now. He wants to try and get it to Eusebio.
Yeah, looking to play that infield pass. Very unfortunate.
The fourth official has indicated there will be a minimum
as we come into
2 minutes.
Added time right now. I can see Tekkz just holding on this ball until the second leg, until the first leg finishes.
Nice long ball down the left-hand side. That's going to just outside the box as well. Keeper came for it, but didn't fancy it. Varane will just about clear it away first time. Referee, that will do us there. And the score will sit 2-1. And as Tekkz normally does, he normally goes away for a drink in between matches. Is he going to stay there on this occasion? He's on the main stage.
Yeah, the lasers coming down. It's a really nice setup, that, to be honest, with the lights in the back, the lasers coming down. It makes it look grand.
Yeah.
Having that stage, and then there's 2 players on it in the centre, like an island. They're stuck on a desert island, but it's a fancy desert island.
Well, you've got the shirt for it.
I'll join them.
You might as well join them very soon. That's our main stage, of course, where the big final will be taking place tomorrow, where all the money is, all the Global Series ranking points, which could be literally season-changing for some players. Have a look at some of those highlights from the game. It was Levy that did go 1-0 up, and as we said, it was a stroke of luck. That's how the goal went. It was a deflection from Rafael Varane, and somehow the bounce just didn't seem to lock on with the goalkeeper there. We weren't really sure what happened.
The deflection and then the goalkeeper bounce just seemed to complicate Van der Sar a little bit. He had another chance there, just striking the post. Who knows what sort of different game we might have had in this first leg if that would have snuck in off the upright. But Tekkz answered back 5 minutes after the break. Little Lacquerqueta inside, got quite fortunate.
What happened there?
Ronaldo just, I think that's a touch. I don't know if that's a shot or not. Ramos ran into his own goal. Levy's reaction, which I think all of us reactions, was a facepalm right there.
Tekkz is going, what happened there? Everybody was rushing around, running around, and this was the goal that really impressed you. As you said, to get that ball back and to still time up that time finish, time it green, smash into the back of the net with Cristiano Ronaldo was something that people don't really look into, how difficult that is.
What, December?
We said he could just go on holiday, you know, come back for the playoffs, whenever it is, go on a holiday for a few months. He didn't want that. He wants to just continue to dominate. And then he said that's the attitude he's got. He's got an attitude of a champion. He said he wants to leave a legacy. Sport. Certainly, he's going the right way about it. Into this second leg now.
Levy's not out of it, though. Levy's far from out of this game.
F2Tekkz up by a goal, and the Liverpool kits once again from right to left. Levy. And that Brazil strip from left to right for this first half. He went 1-0 up, did Levy. Looked really confident in the first 30 minutes. Needs to bring that confidence back again. He's only 1 goal behind. He's not 2 or 3. Match is still so open. Ronaldo out on this left-hand side where he caused so many problems. Just 15 minutes ago, shoulder to shoulder there, Rio Ferdinand and R9. He just fell over.
Yeah, just blocked him off, didn't he? Rio Ferdinand saw the run going through and just stepped across him.
Another poor pass there from Neymar. Give it away to Vieira. And he tried to play into R9, who's still trying to make that run off him.
How many goals on the right-hand side there? Just caught my eye. Stoke scored 57 goals.
Conceded 38. It was definitely an area where he said he wanted to improve. Going into tomorrow, he's up against his teammate in Painter. Obviously, remember, we are live again tomorrow. Quarter-finals onwards. All the action on Championship Sunday here in Hamburg.
Tekkz has conceded 6 goals in his game so far. Make that 7 now. Ridiculous stat.
He scored so many as well. Love the way as well yesterday. Dasari, him, they just went about their business, didn't they? Went 4-0 in Swiss. It's routine stuff for them. Came into today up against Night Watch, which, you know, is a very tough game. Both players have been kind of reading into each other's matchups over the last few months.
Somebody who's got a lot to play for as well in Night Watch. He's got a grand final spot that were up for grabs, potentially, if he would have won the games that he needed to win to allocate the points.
Most definitely indeed. Unfortunately for Night Watch, this FIFA 19 season does come to an end. As that battle for the last few spots to the FIFA E-World Cup is still up for grabs. We don't know where it's going to go. Upsets keep on happening in the tournament. Back to goal from Mbappe, asking quite a lot of him.
And with this game only at 2-1, Levy is very much in this tie. He might not be creating clear-cut chances, but he can.
Could this be his chance now? Watch out for Neymar. He's making that run every single time. Messi into Neymar.
That's
There's
so
the chance.
nice.
And there's the goal for him. He could have easily went on the right foot of Neymar. Just stopped for a second, composed himself, and timed it green into the left bottom corner. Neymar getting Levy straight back into the goal. That one, for me, certainly could be an Adidas goals of the day. So good from him, so composed, and you said it, Richard, a chance could come for him.
And it has, and he created it all himself. Worked the ball out wide, worked it infield. Timothy and Neymar there, and then just having the composure and the confidence to say, I don't think my opponent's going to read this. Cut it back inside. Simple finish past the goalkeeper, and like I said, there's a reason that Tekkz rates Levy so highly.
And to have that respect as well for your opponent, it must fill you with a little bit of confidence. Going for a free kick there, Tekkz. You can just see in the right-hand corner of your screen. I wonder what Enzo will be thinking to tell him at half-time. He's got that notepad. I'm sure notes will be written down in it. Here's Levy again. That goal has certainly given him some confidence. Neymar, drag back, not once, but twice. Messi has been a starter for him as well. Normally a super sub for a number of players. Neymar, the goal scorer, just dispossessed there. Wasn't a strong enough pass back to Hullet. Possessions change hands once again. Lofted ball. He's been doing this a few times now.
That's what that 4-4-2 offers him. That ball down the line, Neymar, Mbappe, there is out balls every single time. Then he can work it inside, get Ronaldo involved.
Ronaldo to Hullet. R9's on the edge of the box. He'll be waiting patiently to get spread though. Out to Mbappe. Just tries to ball roll it away from his man. Such a tight area. Goes down to the ground. Referee says no thank you. Still in possession though. It's not going to matter too much to Tekkz. And that one certainly will be a free kick.
Now, I'll be intrigued. Does this go straight into the box for Cristiano Ronaldo?
Look at Ronaldo. That looping run he's made. And he locked onto it as well. Tekkz again. Can Levy match this pressure of Tekkz? Down the byline again. Such a dangerous area to get down. Rio Ferdinand had to be the hero. Corner played short again. Few step overs. Played short into Ronaldo. Back to goal again. It's just pinball around the box at the moment.
Just rushed out. Just rushed clearance there. He had time to bring it down.
5 minutes away from half-time. Lovely use of the hill to hill there. Can't get past Varane though. Look at the amount of red shirts back now for Tekkz. Ronaldo's trying to make that run, but he's been caught offside once or twice. Ramos will pull himself out. Hullet will try and intercept as well. Advantage for a free kick. Messi's happy to play on. Chance for Levy before we get into the half-time interval. Mbappe. Danny Da Costa trying to add a little bit of pressure onto him. So calm and composed Levy here. And in the end, Tekkz does read it well. There's a chance to counter-attack.
Both of these two players on the attack look like scoring anytime they get it.
Just a few seconds left, plus added time to come. If Tekkz can go up with an extra goal into the second half, it will give him confidence.
Rio Ferdinand's been fantastic.
There's a reason people still use him.
Yeah, 100%. 83 pace. 91 defending, 86 physical for Rio.
Referee's happy to play, and we've played our additional allocation of time. This could be a huge chance. Oh, he's offside, Ramos. I was going to say, otherwise he could have crossed it into the box, in which Ronaldo was waiting for it.
He's on.
Referee, he played our 2 minutes.
Oh, that's rushed.
Get rid of it.
Tekkz
Get us
knows
into
it.
half-time.
It's a really good chance, that, because the referee let that attack actually play out. With 45 minutes left, Bundled Levy is in a really good position, better than 97% of the people that Tekkz has played throughout this year at this stage. If you go second leg, second half, usually it's three goals advantage for Tekkz.
It's normally, if anyone's got hope, they win the first leg, don't they? When players play against Tekkz, win the first leg, second leg, it's a completely different story, because we've seen it before. People play Tekkz, they win 1-0 in the first leg. 1 minute into the second leg, Tekkz just equalised, and then he runs away with the game.
Yep.
Levy is still in this game with 45 minutes left. He has replied to Tekkz once again. 2-2 the score so far. Will we need extra time? We're a long, long way away from it. Who will beat the first name in the quarterfinals on this side of the bracket? We know the 4 names already there. On the other side, Dubsy will be playing against Vinny from NSC, and it will be Painter Stokes tomorrow. 2 of 4 of the quarterfinals. Early corner won by Tekkz. Whipped straight into the box. 2 players went up for it.
Yeah, did enough between them, didn't they, to get that away?
Neymar just out-muscled there by Hullet. Hullet's on the edge of the box. Watch out for him. There he is. Is he going to hit it? Yes, he is.
Again, though, do you usually see that time from Tekkz?
We saw it with Vieira, didn't we? Maybe these are the little signs of a bit of frustration from F2Tekkz. Ronaldo again out on this far-hand side. Just the skills, the combination. It's so routine for him. Vieira, where's that space come from?
He's onside as well.
Someone's moved out of position there. Might be able to see it on the replay. The shape was just a little bit dysfunctional.
So what it is, you see, he's pulled Ramos. He thought he was going to pass it into Mbappe and first time finesse it. And he said, because Tekkz has read the defensive movement, Neymar's in acres of space. A lot of players see a defender move and they'll still pass it there because that's just instinctive. Pass it to Mbappe, first time finesse. He saw that the defender move from Levy and instead just slotted it into his feet for Neymar.
Well done. Tekkz back in front again. For a second time across these 2 legs. Can he build upon it, though? Or will Levy reply once again? Hullet now. Needs support. You can just see Hullet there just trying to man-mark Cristiano Ronaldo out of the game.
It's a good tackle from Ramos, that.
Too aggressive, though, says the referee. Pulled it back for a free kick. Now Tekkz will come forward once more. R9, look at the space at the back post. He's tried to play it. He's seen it as well.
Oh,
Played
no.
short. Keeper's off his line. Van der Sar just about clears that one.
Messi's going to make that run down the right-hand side.
He might be offside, though, if he delays it any later than he is. Ronaldo tried to offer an option inside.
Didn't really have enough attacking players there going forward. He had Messi down the right-hand side.
Now, this could be dangerous for Tekkz. Players in the box. Hullet's on the edge as well. into a pause at the perfect time, really.
It is Levy who has used that pause.
You can just see, as you said, how Tekkz is set up with those 2 CDMs in that 4-4-2. Sitting a little bit deeper, Vieira and Huller.
Interesting as well that he's playing CR7 on the right mid as well, offering the back post cross header if it does come to that.
You can see our main stage here, which will play host to all of the round 16 matches. And everyone will be on stream. 3 more quarterfinals still to come up. After this one, the likes of Kurt in action, MS Desari will be as well. Some of the biggest names on Xbox. Even Felipe Abdi. He's quite low on the rankings, but he's put up one hell of a fight these last 2 days.
This half of the bracket is stacked, to say the least. With a potential, if they do win their games, Tekkz Desari semi-final on the cards.
We even forgot Dulamike and Rajek. What a game that is going to be.
Yeah, that's a really, really top game, that.
2 grand finalists up against each other. 2 Germans. Obviously, both made it to the grand final. They are both in the top 10, retrospectively. They're up against each other in the round of 16 as well. I think that's the last game of the day. Both would have played in the virtual Bundesliga against each other at some point. So much more action still to come here from Hamburg.
Long old pause here from Levy.
Tekkz is ready.
Looking over, still making changes in the formation and the custom tactics is Levy. Some of you may know him as Sten Status.
He's been around for a while.
Yep.
And a lot of people have been over the moon to see him play so well this weekend and in Singapore. Been quite refreshing for another Dutch player to come out. We'll show exactly what they can do.
Pele introduced. Kante introduced also for Levy. A lot of pace being brought onto this pitch right now. And Eusebio also. It looks like Mbappe might be doing a job over at right back for him.
Wow, he's happy enough to make that sacrifice of a fullback and put the winger there. Still needs just 1 goal. N'Golo Kante, feels like we're back in December nearly, or January, when we saw those Team of the Year variants get involved in some of the teams. Some players like Kante as well. This year, nothing really more than a sub. I mean, at this stage in the competitive season, more than a sub. Teles. This is Levy now, down that byline where he can be so dangerous. Ronaldo, back inside, Pele now, get a shot away,
penalty.
Goes down to ground, referee waves it away.
Thought that would look like a definite penalty there. A tangle legs inside the box. I don't know why he didn't open up his body and hit that.
He's looking for something. I think he wanted someone to move away because it was such a... Everyone bunched up. Yeah, everyone got so bunched up in that box. There was no space really to move around in at all. It was Eusebio on the ball. Was waiting for Ronaldo probably to peel off him. Kante's fresh. Can he produce a bit more energy into that midfield? Pele, superb feet, Cricketer inside. Ronaldo, scoop turn, did he need it? Goes down again, too soft. Just 13 minutes left now. Kante, that's the energy that he needs.
He's creating chances though right now. He's Levy.
Tekkz just needs to be able to see out this game. The last 10 minutes or so. Ronaldo now for Levy. Once again, back to goal. Non-stop pressure from the Dutchman. Can he find an answer? Once again, superb defending, Danny Da Costa.
Resilient. Tekkz at the back, holding strong. This onslaught from Levy.
If anything, if he can find another goal, it certainly will be GG. And Tekkz will be in the quarterfinal. Scooped up into the box. Ronaldo's there.
Teles did very, very well then, though, to win that header. That's an unbelievable tackle from Vieira.
It's a ruthless tackle as well. Tried to ball roll away from his man. Accelerated fake shot from Vieira. He takes the shot. Why not? Chance to break again for Levy. 5 minutes left. Just 5 minutes. Eusebio trying to make that run. He's just offside. He's back onside now. Varane was following him. Everything has to be perfect. There's the overlapping run of Pele. Get down the byline. Cricketta, or two. Oh, you saw what he wanted to do.
He's played it into that space. And you see a big sigh from Levy. He knows he's had chances in this second half.
Levy wasting a lot of
He
chances.
knows that he's had chances.
If he gets the ball back once more, if he's lucky, I'm sure Tekkz will hold on to this now and not let go of it. That was it for Kante. Oh,
He will regret what he did.
we'll try and force him to play a
He will
ball.
lose.
Official has indicated
Added time of 2 minutes. Tekkz looks home and dry. He's dealt with the pressure that Levy's tried to put on him in these last 15 minutes. And he's 30 seconds away from ensuring he will be in the quarter-finals. And he is indeed. Congratulations, F2Tekkz.
Water is wet and Tekkz is
Yeah,
through to
Tekkz.
Championship Sunday yet again. That's just seen what happens. Commiserations to Levy. He moved up to 18th, but another
And a lot of respect
seed
as well.
going for that top 16 does fall out of the competition, and now you're looking down the list of people who are already in there through points that they've already allocated. Have they potentially done enough?
This is